guys. How you guys doing? This is another page in Pages and Boozes. I have my beautiful friend standing next to me.
Hey
and
guys.
she sells lingerie. Just want to let y'all know that. The pieces are cute. Look at me branding you before I even started.
I know, I'm loving it all. We always love free promotion.
Yeah. But yes, so today we are going to be talking about a book that neither one of us have read. And I want you guys to also know that I am going to be doing videos like this where I haven't read it, the person hasn't read it, or the person has read it and I haven't read it. But right now, neither one of us have read it. Her father told her to read this book. So we were talking, and we're going to talk about that book and, you know, of course, let the conversation go and do what it's supposed to do naturally, because we have two good energies in the room. We also, for the first time, have hookah with this. And on to the drink. She picked White Russian. She wants to make White Russians. So we're going to get started with a shot, of course. I always have to start it off with a good shot. And I'm going to put some ice in our cups. And we're going to start making this drink and talking about this book. So stay tuned and listen. And listen. So
Anybody that knows me knows I love hookah. That's like my thing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm a hookah lover too. But you know what's funny? I love hookah. I am spilling liquor. I love hookah. I am. I'm not trying to.
It's okay
at all. I mean, it's Amsterdam. Like
Right.
Amsterdam is spillable. This shit gonna clean the fuck out your counters.
Right. Clean anything, cause
Woo! It's like battery.
yeah, I do not drink
She
white
don't.
liquor.
I don't either. Why did you pick White Russian?
I don't know. You know what? Even though I don't drink white liquor,
Mm-hmm.
I like White Russians. When I used to go to the casino, they used to be my
Oh,
go-to
you know what?
drink.
Yeah. You want crushed ice or you want cubed? The cubed actually is better.
Yeah,
I
cubed.
forgot.
Look at my son.
Look at my son.
About to be in the camera's view.
With no pants on.
No pants.
Whoa, whoa, I'm over here.
She's making a mess.
I am. I'm not even going. She's not lying about none of that. I was making a whole mess with ice. At that.
That's what folks do. They come to your house. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Forget her. Okay, so to start it off, so we do before we take our shot, we do parts. We basically do parts again, like how I did with my cousin, like I was telling you guys about. So it's gonna be like part, I think I said vodka, and then part of the Kahlua, the coffee liqueur. You put those in first, and then you top it with the half and half, and then you stir it.
Okay.
So yeah. So let's go ahead and take this shot. I think I did. I don't know if it's a double, a triple, a one.
Long as you gave yourself more. That's.
I think I did too. Pure accident. Woo. Okay. Ooh.
That is
I hate
horrible.
Amsterdam. But it's okay because it tastes good in White Russians. And I just be giving liquor people free promotion. Somebody sponsor my channel that has liquor. Somebody, I will make so many drinks with the liquor you provide for me. Listen, I seriously, like for real, no games at all. All right.
How do you get that taste out of my mouth?
I know. Oh, we can use the other. We can use this shot glass now.
Did you forget that I poured liquor in there? You know what?
I sure did.
See what I told y'all? How folks come to your house?
Listen,
Now
this is all natural, okay? Y'all, I'm
not
not nothing.
scripted.
I swear to God, it's not. I did not know that she actually poured liquor in there because
It's okay, but it's okay because
I'm not about to.
you just got it on me.
I did, but they can't see it though. So you still look fine. Still look fine. You still look okay.
Matter of fact, you can pour it out because I don't even.
Cause what is this whole thing?
Yeah, that's Don Julio.
Oh, the Don Julio from that. Got you. Okay. I did. You know what? I did forget that you poured it in there. I was like, what did she do with the Don Julio that was in there? I just poured it on both of us. That's what
It's
you said.
okay. It's all right. You know.
Oh my God. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce the book.
Okay.
So yeah.
So the name of the book that my father wanted me to read was called Soar by T.D. Jakes.
Okay.
I know a lot of you are probably familiar with T.D. Jakes. If you are not, he is what would you call him? A public speaker? He's a spiritual speaker, but he kind of goes beyond the scope of spiritual sometimes.
Honestly, I think I would put him in the category of a pastor who. Oh, I thought he was in there. Baby. Anyways, I think I would start. Off. I would start off by saying he's a preacher that has turned into a entrepreneur
coach, kind of like a life coach.
Like yeah, he's like a life entrepreneur coach in a sense. Because he is an entrepreneur. Like, I feel like all pastors eventually, it's like the church can only pay you so much. Like, you got to make your money, you know, like some way, somehow. Like, you have to feed your family. So that's why I feel like pastors, you know what I'm saying, they come out with their own books or they come out with their own, like, stuff for themselves and for their church. Because, like I said, the church can only pay you so much.
Yep.
You know?
So, he wrote this book called Soar. I'm going to read a description of it because, like, she said we never read the book before, but my dad raved about it. One second.
Some of this gonna be edited out too, so you're good. Or am I?
Back to the description. It says, too often we remain in jobs that stifle our souls and leave us on the runway of opportunity with the engine of our deepest passion stalled, watching others make their personal vision a reality and build a legacy for their children. But it's never too late to get your dreams off the ground. God sees great things in your future. If you long to amplify your unique abilities, if you strive to balance personal fulfillment and professional satisfaction, if you dream of fulfilling God's destiny for you, then you are ready to soar. I like the pun there. In Soar, T.D. Jakes reveals how to transform your own unique vision into a powerful contribution to the world. Blending a CEO's practical business acumen with the life coach's dynamic inspiration, Soar will stir your imagination into action, challenge you to embrace your God-given purpose, and align your character and creativity with your career. You'll learn how to adopt the mindset of people who don't wait to see what will happen, but strategically build the wings that will take them to new heights. So that's basically it in a nutshell.
That's what's up. That actually sounds very, very good, actually.
It does. And I feel like I'm a great person to talk about this because I meet a lot of people. And if you follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of things on my stories to kind of shift people's mindsets into... Because I know everyone's not meant to be an entrepreneur. Every time, people be like,
oh my God,
everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. That's the number one comment that people like to say that are fearful. I do understand everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur because the world wouldn't thrive if everybody wanted to be a business owner. But it's not even really about that. It's really about doing something that you love and that you enjoy doing and actually profiting off of it versus being in a place where you're not happy and every day you get up and you're like, oh God, I do not want to go to this place. I dread going to this job. I want to quit every day, but I can't because I gotta pay my bills and I got kids. So it's just like, just to shift their mindset into getting to the place where you're able to do what you love. Oh, this looks perfect. Getting to a place where you're able to do what you love or love what you do, basically. She played too much. She played too much. I'm over here trying to be serious and shit. And she playing. Let me taste this. Oh my goodness. Oh.
I told y'all from the start. It's a bartender. It's about to be gone. Hey!
It's about to be gone because
I'm about to be able to drink the fuck mine too. And we can cuss on my
taste
channel.
that it's vodka in here.
No, you can't. I told you, that's why I said the Amsterdam is perfectly fine. Like, that's why White Russians, like, yeah, they make it with top shelf liquor. They make it with top shelf liquor. But as long as you have a good coffee liqueur, you're good. Like, if you have a bad coffee liqueur, that's when it's nasty.
So good. I love it. I always thought they put milk in this. And
I mean, technically,
some people do.
Yeah. I mean, some people do put milk in theirs. Especially, like, people who are just at home and, like, they really, really want one. You can put milk in your shit. It's just going to be really... I don't want to say curdled, because you can curdle. That curdling a drink is when... It's like when... for instance, when you do a... what the fuck is that? Because I used to work at an Irish pub. It's some beer and liquor drink. It's Bailey's and Guinness. And you hurry up and... You have the Guinness, and then you pour the shot. You just the shot glass and the shot. You throw it into the glass that has the Guinness in it, and you have to hurry up and drink it because if you don't, it curdles. And when it curdles, it's like chunky and stuff. You don't wanna drink that. And so that's why a lot of people, when they do it with milk, they tend to it doesn't tend to curdle too bad, but it can curdle because it's milk. You know, it's milky, it's creamy. Yeah,
this is good.
Very, very good, actually. But
so yeah.
But I feel you though. Piggyback on what you said about like the entrepreneurship. Like it's not for everybody. But don't let someone play you into thinking it's not for you. You have to like legitimately. That's the thing. Like you have to weigh out your own options.
Because
literally,
people will try to talk you out your dreams. They will. And just like just like the description says, it's those
they
people
will stop you from
that are
soaring.
scared. It's the scared people because they see the potential and you know your potential. So it's like they'll talk you out of it. Definitely, because I've had people try to tell me that I do too much.
Me too.
I got too many things that I'm trying to do.
I'm too loud. I'm too outgoing. I got too much. Like you said, I got too much going on. Like you got twins. You got a son. Like why you keep putting your hands and feet and shit?
Yep.
Because
somebody really tried to reference Tyler Perry to me.
What do you mean?
They was like, Tyler Perry said that you want to plant one thing first and let that grow and then venture off into other things.
That nigga owns half of Atlanta. That nigga has real estate in half of fucking Atlanta. Fuck you. Okay,
that's true. And I do agree to a certain extent. Like, yes, if this is a business that you're not familiar with and it's something that
take your time.
Take your time and grow it. But if this is something that you've been doing, just like Lace Addicts. Lace Addicts, I started in 2018. It's now 2021.
That's right. Yeah, you did start it in 2018.
So, of course, to a lot of new followers and new people that are following me, they're like, to them, it probably seems as though I'm just, doing it. I'm just now starting to do it. Because I'm just now starting to post on my page. But before I started posting on my page, I was basically like, Tyrese, so baby boy, I was selling out my car. I would just like walk up to random people, and just be like, hey,
you want to feel sexy today?
Sexy today. And I'm always.
But that's how the hustle. That's the hustle mentality that nobody take from you. They nobody take that when you willing to just go up to somebody and just sell your shit and don't know.
Look, when you got inventory that you're sitting on, you looking at it, and you like, that is money right there sitting in my car.
I'm gonna make this shit happen.
You gonna get it.
Yes.
And that's just one of the things that I try to tell people, like, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, not even just being an entrepreneur, going after that job that you want, going after that man you want, or that woman that you want, everything is a
going
risk.
after that happiness you want. Let's talk about that. Like,
it's a risk.
Oh my God, anything's a risk when you have to literally sacrifice for it. That's a risk. That means I'm liable of losing something if I sacrifice. I'm willing to lose something.
And if you think about it, working a job, let's just say you're a 9-to-5 person, and I ain't like B. Simone. I don't care about nobody working 9-to-5. Get your money.
Get your money, honey.
But if you're working a job, you're still at risk of losing that job at any moment. Like, Right here in Georgia, this is the state where they can fire you without even giving you a reason as to why they fire. They can just wake up one morning.
Unions? Y'all don't have unions here?
I just moved here, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I'm pretty sure they do have some.
But they probably don't have it for every job.
But
so
they
can fire you at the job
because it's a law. So, like, they don't have to give you a reason. Now, if they slip up and give you a reason and it's not ethical, of course, then, yeah, it's a problem. But if they just say, you know, hey, somebody can wake up, your boss can wake up one morning and be like, you know what?
That's so fucked up that people really that your boss really can wake up and be like,
you know
fuck
what?
you, bye.
Today, you know what? I'm putting my big pants on today. You getting fired. You getting fired. You getting fired.
You're getting laid off. You're getting laid off. Your wife's gonna leave you because you just got fired.
And we laugh about it, but that is so true. So anything is a risk. Like, you're still risking your sanity, your livelihood, all that by working a job. That's why when people be like, everybody's trying to be an entrepreneur, that's true.
Yeah,
it could be true. I mean, still, there's so many people in the world, and there's so many people being born. It's like, how do you really know these things? But I always tell people it's always best to have multiple streams of income. You
at least two,
at least two,
and not two jobs. But two streams of income. There's a difference.
Exactly.
That's what people gotta be. There's a difference. You can have two jobs now and still be making less than somebody who got one job. So let's be clear. Two streams of income is just that. Two streams of income. That means you have a job and you could sell, like, for instance, easy as shit. You could sell products on Amazon.
Yes.
And make an extra, even at least an extra $200 a month. That means that's your grocery money.
For DoorDash, Uber, Lyft.
And you can just listen to podcasts all day or listen to music all day, just delivering food to people.
And you can have your kids in the car.
Make them
come in your car and get that food.
That's why I hate when people, we live in 2021, the age of there's no excuse. Because
let's talk about excuses.
Bruh, listen. If I can drive around with my kids in the car while I deliver DoorDash or deliver food to people, that means I don't have to pay for daycare. That means that's one less thing that I don't have to worry about financially. I don't really have to worry about food because let's say the place that I'm going, I can place my own order there and drive and eat my shit while I'm delivering your shit and my kids are in my backseat.
Chilling. Half the time they be asleep.
Yeah, like you
half the time they be sleep rolling around.
Yeah.
But it's just the principle. Like multiple streams of income is 2021. So I'm sure y'all know having multiple streams of income it's really vital.
It's major.
I have a friend.
It's major.
Who's also an entrepreneur. And her goal is to have a stream of income for every bill that she has.
Oh, that's a hefty goal.
Ain't it? I'm like, girl, what you about to be doing? You about to be selling Avon? You about to be driving Uber?
But you know what's funny? The Avon lady has turned into YouTube makeup stars. That's their daughters. They mamas were selling Avon on the corner, door to door, and now your daughter making millions of dollars doing makeup
and
online.
That's another hustle though. YouTube pays. Okay, you get some beauty. You get you some beauty. You got a personality like her.
Thank you.
Especially, you got a personality.
Yeah.
Listen, you can make some money just by being on YouTube doing this, talking to folks, making people laugh. I literally just, when I film this stuff, like, of course my quality is going to get better, and I apologize for my quality now, but, you know, I'm just getting started. But, they like raw and cut.
Right, exactly. I literally just prop up my camera on my phone. I have my little starlight or whatever that illuminates the lighting. It is some great fucking lighting. I think I got this shit for like $10 off Amazon.
Somebody just made $10 off you.
Thank you. And I either buy the liquor or the person buys the liquor. We figure out a book and we talk about it before we start filming. I set up like how, you know, because I love setting up shit. I love designing shit. So I set it up to look pretty. And then we just start. We just turn on the camera and start. And that's why, and I feel like that's all it needs just in life. is for you to actually soar, like the book says, you just need to start. That's the
Start.
hardest part. The hardest part for me to start this channel was legitimately just sitting down with somebody and starting to talk about a book. And I was so scared. But after I was done and I looked over my first footage, I was like, dog, this is not bad at all. Like this is actually, I feel like this is interesting enough to where people, even if it's 2 people that watches my shit, those 2 people are gonna enjoy my content.
Yep. And then you cute too.
Thanks. You cute too, Will.
But no, seriously. I think that is a lot of people's problem. And I know that it is scary. It is scary. When I first started Lace Addicts, the first few months, actually, I think I only had like 1 or 2 buyers. Like,
and that can be
total,
discouraging. Yeah.
Total, like in a few months. And it was discouraging. And then I started thinking like, okay, you know what? I need to sit down, son. Leave that alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
This is really raw and uncut because we got kids, y'all. We each have kids. We look. This is not no games played. But you don't have to worry about it. Like, I'm really gonna edit.
No, but okay. After I realized, see, people think when people see you and they see the success, that's all they see. They don't see what goes on behind closed doors.
Yep.
That's why on my Instagram, I try to be as transparent as possible. Like, yes, I may talk about the sales, that I have, but in order to get those sales, you gotta, one thing when you start a business, you gotta be consistent.
And you gotta sell yourself.
You gotta sell yourself and you gotta be consistent. In whatever you do. If you start a YouTube channel, if you do music, if you want to babysit, you just gotta be consistent. And you have to be
good with your time management.
Yes. So it's not gonna take off
like how you think
it is. Lace Addicts really didn't start to take off until during the pandemic. Girl, everybody was at home on quarantine.
Because I bought some shit from her. Like I was like, she does sell lingerie, and I looked and I was like, but it's also loungewear on here. I was like, oh, okay, and I was like, let me go because I like loungewear, but I'm starting to get into my womanhood, and what I bought that it's like the blue outfit I bought that one, and I was like. Man, and I was like, I can wear this outside. I can wear this in the house. I can wear this to sleep. Like, I like the multiple things that you can do with an outfit because I am a mom of twins. Like, if I throw it on, it's probably going to be on all fucking day. Maybe 2 days. No bullshit. I have worn an outfit for 2 fucking days.
Me too.
Nigga.
Me too.
Nigga. Like, for real.
Struggle. Okay, and she got 2. I only got 1. And I be back to lose my wig.
Shit.
My wig. Okay,
nigga,
wig be about to come off.
I don't even got hair on my head no more, and I just be losing hair. I just cut my shit off too. Like y'all gonna see the transformation in my hair grow, but
oh my goodness,
because it's like you. This is the thing with the product that you have. Like I was stating, like she has shit that you can use multiple ways,
and I'm still adding to it. I'm still getting better. I'm taking feedback from people like her who's like, okay, hey, I'm actually more into loungewear. Can you add a few more of those? Or are you going to be selling swimwear? Because that's kind of like lingerie and cover-ups. Yes, I am going to start getting into swimwear. So it's just like you're going to always be evolving.
Link will be in bio for the shit, okay? Y'all gonna see.
It's not gonna take off as fast as you think. And I want people to get that out of their minds. Like, it does get discouraging, but like I said, you just gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent because I would have never thought that I would have made the money that I made during the pandemic. But you gotta think about it. Everybody was at home.
Everybody didn't have nothing to do with the money that they had.
Right. So they were money, all this unemployment and stuff.
They were just at home, just on Amazon.
At home, online, and people got husbands, people got men and women who were getting bored.
People were trying to fix their marriages, so it's like
I'm stuck at home with your ass, so we may as well just
let's do some sexy time. The kids sleep finally.
You know what I'm saying?
I bought this shit for you. Yeah.
And then, there's single women like myself.
Who I just want to look sexy.
I just want to
for
look
me.
sexy. I just want to feel sexy.
Join
Join the Instagram live.
Let's talk about that though. Let's talk about women soaring and being sexy for self and soaring in that. Like, I didn't realize how much sex appeal I had until I had to do that in my own solidarity, and I had to be by myself in a pandemic and look at myself in the mirror and be like, you've never looked at yourself. You've never really
just sat there and stared at yourself.
Exactly. Because I had the time. I had the time to look at myself, and I had the time to fix what I didn't like that I saw too.
Exactly. And I try to I tell a lot of my customers that because when I used to approach people, like I said,
you want to start?
Yeah. A lot of women would tell me like, well, I don't have anyone. I'm single, so I don't really have anyone to wear this for. And I would be like, you can wear it for yourself. Like,
literally.
Listen, there's this Instagram live. Shout out to Shane because he always be giving me free promo with my lingerie. I actually got a lot of sales.
He does. Yes. Shane, you be doing it.
Listen,
bruh, for real.
A lot of people was at home on quarantine. They was watching a lot of live shows, a lot of live BJs and things like that. And sometimes I literally, before he started his show, I would literally go take me a hot bath, light me some candles,
smoke me
put on, light my hookah,
get my
wine or a drink, and put on my lingerie, cut the lights off, and sit on the couch and just be like, okay, them nights when I used to be on there like talking all crazy.
Bro, we talk
that
crazy.
That was when
we talk so crazy.
That was when I would do that. When I'm feeling sexy and I'm feeling myself, because you don't have to have a man, you don't have to have someone to feel sexy. You can just walk around the house and just be in your robe or your lingerie and just be like, you know what? I'm that bitch. I will forever be that bitch. Yeah. And this is why. And you heard what she said.
She didn't say you don't need a man. She said you don't need a man to feel sexy. There's a difference.
You don't.
You don't need a man to feel sexy.
You don't.
Because I'm telling you, like, the right man is going to appeal to your sex appeal. Let me say that again. The right man or the right men will appeal to your sex appeal. Stop trying to appeal to these men that don't appeal to your sex appeal. They don't want your sex appeal because they want a different type of sex appeal. It doesn't mean they ain't shit. It just means they want that sex appeal and not your sex appeal. And there's men out there that want your sex appeal. You just have to find. You don't even have to find them. They'll come.
And then, another thing, a lot of women tell me that they've never worn lingerie before. Like, in their 30s and 40s. Like, I've never worn lingerie, and that's why they don't know how it feels when you put it on. When you put it on, you're going to be like, oh.
I used to work at Soma Intimates. when I was graduating from Tougaloo. I worked there, and that's really when I got on my hiatus of really... Like, I've always matched my panties and bra. It's just something that I do. But when I worked there, I was able to really digest and see, like, lingerie and lingerie loungewear and lingerie that you can wear underneath your business clothes. Like, we had, like, some shit that, like, you could... It was, like, a lace thing or whatever that you could literally wear underneath a suit.
Yes. And that's why I try to tell... It's like lingerie can be a lifestyle. It really, seriously, and I try to tell people to get beyond the scope of thinking like I just have to have lingerie for a special occasion, or I just have to have lingerie when I have a man. You don't. You can be sexy, and then a lot of women too. They're fearful of like, because you see these celebrities and they post in their lingerie, and it's okay for them to be sexy. But it's not okay for us to get on Instagram.
Or you don't look like her, so you think that it's not for you. That's why I love Savage Fenty. Because Savage Fenty, there was this one picture. It was a white girl.
Shout out to her.
And she was heavy set. She was pretty huge. But as soon as I saw that picture, I said, "Oh my God, whoever her husband is about to eat that up." I know, real talk. Like, she was a white girl. I think she was in red. And like and at first on the picture you can see on her face, like it's a questionable picture for her. You can see in her face, but she's just sitting there just like with it all hanging out. I need to find it.
All out.
But If
And
I
that
find
was
it, I'm gonna
one
put it.
thing,
I'm gonna put the picture
and
up here.
That's why I love Rihanna too, because she probably was thinking the same thing that I was thinking. I used to work at Victoria's Secret, and when I worked there, you know, when you work there, they have you try on the bras and stuff.
Cause I worked at Victoria's Secret for a little
look,
bit.
you may not can tell, but I'm very heavy chested. And they never had anything that I felt fit me really well. Like, I was like, this is not for me. And so I could just imagine how, you know, how plus size women feel. Or, you know, women, even me.
Because, you know, plus size is 10 pants, 10 and up.
Right.
No matter how your waist looks, no matter how your titties or your boobs or your breasts look.
I know I don't look like a size 10, but I can fit in some 10s. But it's because of the hips. So it's just like, when I was working there, I was like, this is not, they don't have anything for me. Right. Every time I would try someone, I'm like, I don't feel sexy in this.
I don't feel sexy
like,
at all.
This is not,
I don't feel sexy at all.
This is not, I don't like this.
I don't like this at all. I'm sorry, I'm just grabbing the toy. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. So I'm gonna like.
Why do you want to be in here, son? Why? Because first of
all,
all, your mom is sexy right now. So you
because I put a lot of liquor in there.
So look, you gonna get another Rice Krispie.
This is when you bribe your kids with treats. This is when you bribe your kids. Like, look, do you want candy? Do you want Rice Krispie? What do you want? Because I can give it to you. Oh, man.
But yeah, I never felt sexy in none of the things. Nothing against Victoria's Secret, but I just felt like it wasn't for me. So I was like, you know what? How many women feel the same way I do?
Yeah.
Like, this stuff is just not, it doesn't fit me well.
Well, granted, Victoria's Secret is for women who are 5'8" and above, and they are 110.
I'm about to say, very petite. You have to be very
You have
petite.
to be tall
Your
and petite.
breasts have to be
Tall and
pretty
petite.
small to fit in their stuff, because I would notice, like, no matter how high the cup sizes went, it seemed like they all were the same size.
Like, they don't, like, I'm not gonna lie, even when I bought a Victoria's Secret bra, it's like, I have an athletic body. So it's like, yeah, the cups fit, but around here didn't fit as well because my body's more athletic. Like, I'm more buff, I'm more toned. So it's like a chick that's way slimmer than me and actually has like an hourglass body, but she's like I said, 110. That's going to be a different shape around and cup than somebody like me or like her. Yeah. You know, nothing against Victoria's Secret, like we're saying. It's just, we just figured out that it doesn't work for us.
Right. And that's what made me start lace hacks.
Right. And
but not to get off topic, because we definitely just got off topic. But it's the liquor. It's the liquor.
It is. That's why I love making drinks before and.
But yeah, it's like I really want people to reach their full potential. Like, I really be wanting people to live the life that. Look, life is so short. If COVID-19 didn't show you that life is short.
Listen, my parents got married because of COVID-19. They both got COVID. Really? Seriously, I'm gonna say this out loud. I think the reason why they really, really tied the knot is because COVID opened their eyes and it showed them, like you said, life is fucking short. You can be taken out at any moment.
Life is so short. You should be doing things that make you happy. You should be doing things that are your purpose. That's like fulfilling your purpose. Like the books. That's why I want to read the book. Because I'm like, this is kind of me.
I'm definitely ordering the book after this.
I have an entrepreneurial spirit because I really don't like to be on other people's time, for one. Yeah. And it's not fair when you think about life and you think about all your days, all your hours, all of your valuable time that you don't have to lose is going to a company who
could
really
care
views you
less.
as a number. Views you as a number. Like, why is it that we have to... Basically, they can turn down your personal time. You don't get any personal time, your vacation time. Like, I feel like...
You know what? And I've always... Sorry to cut you off. I've always questioned that. Like, you're cutting off... You're denying my PTO. But your ass is in Aspen, skiing.
And you know why? Because they're the boss. They're the boss. They're on their own time. That's why I try to stress to people, like, that's the happiness right there. That's the happiness.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Is to be the
Being
person
able
that
to
asks
just
me not
wake
deny
up.
your shit. like you get your phone and you get like I get it on my phone like this bitch ain't about to go nowhere.
She wants
Deny.
Oh no, I need you to be on the clock
Deny.
on Monday. Yeah,
At 10 o'clock. Deny.
My business.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that as a business owner.
No, but see,
and
and that was another. He is up in here with the Rice Krispie treat.
Don't touch it. No.
No, son. No.
Come on.
But that is one of the reasons. Also, I'm gonna wait till she comes back because this is important.
Okay, go ahead.
But that is also a reason why I wanted to become an entrepreneur and why I wanted to become a business owner, because I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in that position where I wanted to take vacation time, and I've wanted
substantial amount of time for yourself.
Actually, and I'm going to say this because I just opened a daycare, and I had an employee who had a family member pass away.
Mm-hmm.
So when the family member passed away, she received a phone call while she was in for them to be sexy. But it's not okay for us to get on Instagram.
Or you don't look like her, so you think that it's not for you. That's why I love Savage Fenty. Because Savage Fenty, there was this one picture. It was a white girl.
Shout out to
Rihanna. And she was heavy set. She was pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I saw that picture, I said, "Oh my God, whoever her husband is about to eat that up." I know, real talk. Like, she was a white girl. I think she was in red. And like and at first on the picture you can see on her face, like it's a questionable picture for her. You can see in her face. But she's just sitting there just like with it all hanging out. I need to find it.
All out.
But if I find it, I'm gonna put the picture up here.
That's why I love Rihanna too, because she probably was thinking the same thing that I was thinking. I used to work at Victoria's Secret. And when I worked there, you know, when you work there, they have you try on the bra and stuff.
Cause I worked at Victoria's Secret for a little bit.
You may not can tell, but I'm very heavy chested. And they never had anything that I felt fit me really well. Like, I was like, this is not for me. And so I could just imagine how, you know, how plus size women feel. Or, you know, women, even me.
Because, you know, plus size is 10 pants, 10 and up.
Right.
No matter how your waist looks, no matter how your titties or your boobs or your breasts look.
I know I don't look like a size 10, but I can fit in some 10s. But it's because of the hips. So it's just like, when I was working there, I was like, this is not, they don't have anything for me. Right. Every time I would try someone, I'm like, I don't feel sexy in this.
I don't feel sexy
at all.
This is not, I don't feel sexy at all.
This is not, I don't like this.
I don't like this at all. I'm sorry, I'm just grabbing the toy. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. So I'm going to like.
Why do you want to be in here, son? Why? Because
this
first
is
of all,
real
your mom is sexy right now. So you
because I put a lot of liquor in there.
So look, you put in another Rice Krispie.
This is when you bribe your kids with treats. This is when you bribe your kids. Like, look, do you want candy? Do you want a Rice Krispie? What do you want? Because I can give it to you. Oh man.
But yeah, I never felt sexy in none of the things. Nothing against Victoria's Secret, but I just felt like it wasn't for me. So I was like, you know what? How many women feel the same way I do?
Yeah.
Like, this stuff is just not, it doesn't fit me well.
Well, granted, Victoria's Secret is for women who are 5'8" and above, and they are 110.
I'm about to say, very petite. You have to be very
You have to be
petite.
tall
Your
and
breasts
petite.
have to be
Tall,
pretty
petite.
small to fit in their stuff, because I would notice, like, no matter how high the cup sizes went, it seemed like they all were the same size.
Like, they don't, like, I'm not gonna lie, even when I bought a Victoria's Secret bra, it's like, I have an athletic body. So it's like, yeah, the cups fit, but around here didn't fit as well because my body's more athletic. Like, I'm more buff, I'm more toned. So it's like a chick that's way slimmer than me and actually has like an hourglass body, but she's like I said, 110. That's going to be a different shape around and cup than somebody like me or like her
Yeah.
You know, nothing against Victoria's Secret, like we're saying. It's just we just figured out that it doesn't work for us.
Right. And that's what made me start lace hacks.
Right. And
but not to get off topic, because we definitely just got off topic.
Like,
it's the liquor. It's the liquor.
It is. That's why I love making drinks before and.
But yeah, it's like I really want people to reach their full potential. Like I really be wanting people to live the life that life is so short. If COVID-19 didn't show you that life is short.
Listen, my parents got married because of COVID-19. They both got COVID. Really? Seriously, I'm gonna say this out loud. I think the reason why they really, really tied the knot is because COVID opened their eyes and it showed them, like you said, life is fucking short. You can be taken out at any moment.
Life is so short. You should be doing things that make you happy. You should be doing things that are your purpose. That's like fulfilling your purpose. Like the book. That's why I want to read the book. Because I'm like, oh, this is kind of me.
I'm definitely ordering the book
I have an
this.
entrepreneurial spirit because I really don't like to be on other people's time, for one.
Yeah.
And it's not fair when you think about life and you think about all your days, all your hours, all of your valuable time that you don't have to lose is going to a company who
could
really
care
views you
less.
as a number. Views you as a number. Like, why is it that we have to... Basically, they can turn down your personal time. You don't get any personal time, your vacation time. Like, I feel like...
You know what? And I've always... Sorry to cut you off. I've always questioned that. Like, you're cutting off... You're denying my PTO. But your ass is in Aspen skiing.
And you know why? Because they're the boss. They're the boss. They're on their own time. That's why I try to stress to people, like, that's the happiness right there. That's the happiness.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Is to be the person in Aspen and not deny your shit. like you get your phone, I get it on my phone, like this bitch ain't about to go no.
She wants
deny.
Oh no, I need you to be on the clock.
Deny.
On Monday. Yeah.
At 10 o'clock. Deny.
My business.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that as a business owner.
No, and that was another. He is up in here with the Rice Krispie treat.
Don't touch it. No.
No, son. No.
Come on.
But that is one of the reasons. Also, I'm gonna wait till she comes back because this is important.
Okay, go ahead.
But that is also a reason why I wanted to become an entrepreneur and why I wanted to become a business owner, because I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in that position where I wanted to take vacation time, and I've wanted
substantial amount of time for yourself.
Actually, and I'm going to say this because I just opened a daycare, and I had an employee who had a family member pass away. Mm-hmm. So when the family member passed away, she received a phone call while she was in one of the classrooms, and she just broke down. And you know, I'm a person who has a heart.
She's a people person for real. Like she has a heart. She's a people person.
When she broke down, I was like, oh my God, like what happened? And she was telling me, and she's one of these employees, and that's what you want. You want an employer who's gonna actually care, because I've never seen her break down like this. So I knew something had happened, and when she told me, I was like, go home. You know,
just go
home. Don't worry about the daycare, because she was still worried about the daycare. She's like, who's going to come to my class? You know, she's worried.
I'll figure that out.
Your job is going to be here. Just go home. So this happened on like a Wednesday. Mm-hmm. She went home. I gave her the next 2 days off, Thursday and Friday. Okay. And then she emailed me and she was like, okay, I can work Monday and Tuesday. And I didn't even want her to come Monday and Tuesday.
Right.
She said she wanted to come to kind of
just get her mind off of
things.
Yeah.
And she was like, the funeral will be held Thursday, so I knew that she would need Wednesday off. But
of course, to prepare
things,
herself.
like it wasn't a problem for me because I've been there. You know, she didn't have to go through all these hoops and things,
rigmarole,
you know, to try to get days off. I'm like, no, the funeral's Thursday. I know you're gonna need Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off, and then you can come back Monday refreshed if you're feeling, you know, because we all know what it's like to have a death in the family. You know, it's like, and then you're thinking about, I don't want to lose my job, but I'm really not feeling it today.
Right, it's like, I don't want to lose my job, but I don't want to lose my job, but at the same time, I don't want to lose out on saying goodbye to my family member. There's no...
And then it's dealing with grief, too. If anybody knows what it's like to deal with grief and grieving, it's not easy. So that was another reason. That was another reason why I wanted to become an entrepreneur, because I wanted to be able, I'm relatable. I'm able to relate to people in their circumstances, and she didn't have to go through all these. She literally missed about 7 days of work, and I was fine with it. I was cool with it because I've been there, and I've been at a job where I'm like,
they didn't give a fuck.
They didn't care. They're like, okay, well, look, I'm sorry for your loss.
We ain't got nobody to cover your shit. Right. So your ass gotta come into work.
And I covered the classroom. I covered her classroom for all the days that she was out. So it's just like, that's another reason why I'm just like, you want to, it's all about happiness. Being somewhere where you're happy at.
It is.
Not even just being an entrepreneur, but being somewhere where you're happy at, where you're able to breathe and be a person and have a voice.
And just, not even just have a voice or just be a person. Be felt. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, people aren't felt in the world, and people aren't using their energy for good.
Right.
Because you do have natural energy. Everyone has natural energy that God has given you. And I know that I have some subscribers that don't believe in God. There's a higher power. I'll just say that then. You know what I'm saying? There's a higher power out there that gives you your energy. And so it's like when you can feel that your energy is off, and another person's energy just doesn't give a fuck about yours, you feel that.
Yeah.
So when you're at work,
you're like, what? I want to quit tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to quit tomorrow. Like,
I ain't going back. Forget this job. I can go get another one. I ain't coming back. They don't even care. I just lost my granny, and they don't even care.
They don't even give a fuck.
They talking about I need to be at work the day after tomorrow. Like, the funeral ain't even here yet. So that's another reason why I'm so interested in reading this book.
I am.
Because
now that we've been talking about it, I'm very interested in reading this book.
I'm interested into seeing what he has to say about, because I already know about, fulfilling your purpose. And to those of you who are aspiring entrepreneurs, want to start a YouTube channel, want to do anything, the first thing is to just start. But what you want to do, I'm going to give just a little advice.
Give it to them.
Coming from somebody who has started a business, who has just taken a leap on faith, and that's one thing. You gotta have faith. You cannot doubt yourself. You gotta think like, you know what, this is gonna work. And if it doesn't, it's okay. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out one way or the other. I am too.
I mean this.
I am too, and I want another one. I want another one.
Listen, this.
But the first thing you want to do is just sit down with yourself and say, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be?
Where do I want to be? Like, you know what? It's not even that. What do I want to feel like when I'm at where I want to be at? Exactly. That's what you really need to question. A lot of people don't say it like that. A lot of people are like, oh, well, just envision you being where you're at. Okay, but I can be where I'm at.
But where do I want to be?
Not even that, but think about this. I can be where I'm at, where I want to be at, and have depression and anxiety.
Exactly.
But I want to feel different when I'm there, too.
Because I'm going to say this, because I know a lot of people, when they talk about goals and things, the first thing they say is, I just want to make money. I just want to be rich.
Exactly.
I just want to have money.
Money ain't shit.
It doesn't buy happiness. You can still have all the money in the world. That's why you see all these people commit suicide. All these celebrities commit suicide because they have all the money in the world, but they're not happy. So it's just like,
you have to find your happiness, your happy place.
What is your purpose? What do you want to do? What do you want to contribute to the world or to yourself or to your family?
Yeah.
What are your goals? What is it that you feel on the inside? Like, what is your gut telling you? Like,
or not even just what your gut's telling you. What is your heart really screaming out? A lot of people
and they don't listen to that.
Not even that, but a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're not supposed to listen to your heart. You're supposed to let your brain do it. Your brain and your heart can work together if you allow them to. If you learn to just shut up and listen to both, and then compromise with both, you're able to find what you need to find within yourself to be who you need to be in this life.
Girl, you better breathe. Look, I'm tipsy, and I'm over here.
I'm tipsy as shit. That's how I know it hit me when I was doing this. I was like, it hit. The liquor has hit.
It's there. Look, I'm over here sweating.
Yo, I'm really
my
making the fuck
forehead
out this
is
drink.
sweating, right? But
I'm so
you wanna think about where is it that you want to be? What is gonna make you truly happy?
Yeah.
Then you just start. Look, I got a pen and paper, and I just started writing down all the things that
that's a big one.
Make me happy.
Manifest through writing it out.
Look,
yes.
I make every year when it's coming close to New Year's, around December, I start working on my vision board.
You know what's funny? I have a journal that I write in often.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. All right? Because this is important.
Let me tell y'all something.
Look, I put that I wanted a baby on my vision board. But see, the order of the vision board, make sure you got it right. Okay?
Get the order.
I put that I wanted to be married and then a baby. And I put all these things just randomly on a vision board, and I've learned now to put it in order. Because I put marriage on there, baby on there, but the baby came first. It's okay.
It's fine. It's okay. Sometimes the kids fucking come.
But that just shows you how the vision board works, okay? Because I literally, every time I make a vision board, I promise you, I'm not even lying, y'all. My vision, it comes to fruition. Seriously. Everything
I said the same fucking thing.
It's scary. Everything that I put on my vision board, it always comes into fruition.
You know what's funny?
Even though it's out of order.
It comes.
How it be in my mind is not how I be having it on the vision board, and it just comes. But it comes. It comes.
No, like we Seriously. Were like the I have an episode with my cousin that I filmed, and we were talking about a book, and it's basically talking about like what you can speak into existence. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I was telling her, I was like, how many times as a kid and as an adult and as a young adult did I talk about having twins? I spoke them bitches. I should not talk. I should not call my daughters bitches. Okay, this is just me talking. My daughters are not bitches.
It's the liquor.
It's the liquor. But a drunk tongue tells no lies. But anyways, them bitches was spoken up in existence. Okay, seriously, you can think, because whatever you think is what you're gonna say, and whatever you say is what you're gonna fucking do.
And even though a lot of our subconscious thoughts, things that we don't, that are in the back of our mind that we try not to think about. That's why it's so important. That's why I say having faith when you go out into the world and you're like, hey, I want to do this, or I want to do this, or this is what's going to make me happy. Whatever you believe, I'm telling you.
Listen.
It's going to, if you say, look, by the end of the year, I want to have X, Y, and Z, and if you're thinking about it constantly,
and you're consistent with what you're
working towards it, you can have it. You can have whatever you want. I'm telling you, I've envisioned everything that I have right now. I have envisioned it. Yep. My business, this place that I'm living in.
And you speak about it too. You speak about it like whenever we talk, we always speak light into each other. Whenever we talk, we always speak light into each other.
Definitely,
seriously,
because it's real. I'm telling y'all, manifestation is real. So that's the first thing you want to do. Get you a pen and paper. And just write down all the things that
no
you
matter
want.
what it is, it can be stupid.
Silly,
you
stupid.
Can say, listen. Morgan is my roommate, the girl, and she's the girl's godfather. I mean, godmother. Godmother, guys. It's the liquor. Godmother. But
hi, Morgan.
She really she's not even here. She was talking about how she wants to do a dog, basically kind of dog car wash. Where it's like she has a place and the people can come pay a prescription and they can come and wash their dogs, right? And at first she was really telling me like, well, I don't know how it's going to work, blah, blah. And I was like, keep working towards that. Like, it doesn't matter if it sounds silly or stupid.
It doesn't matter.
Because this is the thing.
Everybody's vision is not going to be yours.
And not even that, but it's like if you have your vision, you have confidence, can't nobody tell you that you wrong.
And then it's not going to work.
Can't nobody tell you that you're wrong.
And it's not going to work. Because we see all these, how many times have you had an idea? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, I want to do this. Or this will be nice. And then boom. Here you see it on TV. Or you see it on Google. Like, when did they come up with this? That was my idea. Because you know why? They took the leap of faith. They was like, you know what? This is silly. But you know what? Somebody else might be thinking this. Or it could work.
But not even thinking about this, though. How many McDonald's, Burger King, Subways do you see? They all have the same fucking idea, fast food. Get your food fast to you. And, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Subway making sandwiches that we can make at home.
Exactly. So that means that's an idea that you can come up with. How many sub places do you know right now that you can name offhand? There's like 5 I can name. But they're all the same fucking thing. But they all had the same idea. But it doesn't matter because they all can do it at the same pace.
The same time.
Because everybody's taste buds are different. Everybody's feelings are different. Everybody has different shit that they offer at those places.
Exactly.
Somebody's gonna shop at your shit.
It's all about staying consistent. That's what I've learned.
It is.
Staying consistent. You want to be in your viewers' eyes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If they see something, it's like the law of attraction.
Yep.
If they see something, they're scrolling. How many times you been scrolling Instagram? You're like, dang, how many times I'm gonna see this ad? And then you automatically just click on it because you're like, I'm tired of seeing this shit. Let me see what the fuck they talking about. And it's like, okay, you clicked on it. And guess what?
Right, you clicked on it.
You clicked on it. And you may have gone on there and seen something that you liked and purchased something. Or...
That's so true. You clicked on it.
It's just like you want to stay in your viewers' eyes. And that's what they do. They stay consistent. Just like these celebrities that you see. You're like, how are they getting paid doing this? Like Amor Jada and Ari. You like...
Or Lori Harvey.
Or Lori Harvey.
Right now.
It's like, oh my goodness. You can see the same thing on Fashion Nova, but guess what? Lori Harvey been consistent.
She's been consistent. Oh my God! When her shit was dropping, that's what made me buy her shit. Oh my God!
Beyonce, okay. Now,
listen,
she might not be a good example. She's like
Michael
Beyonce.
Jackson.
A woman beat Michael Jackson. But
you think she's the caliber of Michael Jackson? Or you think she's like the caliber of like Madonna? Or like a Prince, because Michael Jackson is a high. Lately Beyonce has been giving me Michael Jackson vibes. I don't know why, because right now I feel like she's untouchable. Like I feel like she's not. Okay. Because think about Beyonce and Cardi B, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, and Cardi B can get to that point. Where she's untouchable. But right now, she's still like she's
really
still feeling
engaged.
it out. Yeah, she's still feeling it out.
She's still really engaged.
Beyonce don't give a fuck.
She don't post no cap. She rarely posts captions on her pictures.
She barely posts.
She don't really engage. You really don't know anything about her.
But when your husband's a billionaire,
right?
Your mind can be. You can be other places. You can be in Timbuktu now.
But I feel like she's untouchable. Like she's literally. She's not.
I think Jay-Z's starting to be like that too.
She's not arm's reach right now. She's like. She's not like a fantasy to me now. You know what? Yes. I can see that. Like, she's one of those. And you fantasize about her and don't even realize she's still a real human being. Exactly. Yeah. She's like one of those people where you're like, like, it's Beyonce. That's how Michael Jackson was. It was like, he was so popular, so famous.
He was so big. He was just so big for just Jesus, for no reason. I mean,
and all he wanted was to
be a child again.
Yes, and be out of public's eye, and he couldn't.
You know what's funny?
Beyonce can't go anywhere without paparazzi. Listen. Imagine that life. Not being able to go anywhere with your family. I be seeing pictures of them and they literally be having hoodies on like this, trying to cover up their faces. Can't go on vacation, can't do anything.
And I feel like that's bullshit. Like if I would see Beyonce in public, yes, I would speak to her and I would say, "Oh my God, I listen to your music. You're wonderful. You're great."
Yes.
And I would mind my own business after that. It shouldn't be. Oh my God,
you're falling out, trying to grab her, trying to touch the hem of her garment.
Like, guys, you have to realize these people have skin just like you, and it's not as thick as you might think. They see like the Hollywood world is different than our world.
A regular normal life. She
would have to do something so traumatic to the point where people will be like, "Oh fuck this bitch."
That's why she goes out of the country all the time. And even when she goes out of the country all the time, she still has to deal with paparazzi, people all on her face.
Because I have noticed that they have been going on vacations, but it's been more to like beachy Asian areas because I feel like they probably feel like, okay, these people probably know who I am, but they'll take a picture and then they'll go.
Right.
Whereas with Americans, it's like we don't know when to fucking go home. Like motherfucker, take your picture and go.
Look,
like,
we do that. It don't even be a celebrity. Look, how many times have you been in the club, right? You drunk, and you probably the last person there. It's probably you and maybe 5 other people. And
like
the DJ is like, okay, y'all.
Okay, y'all, I'm ready to go.
It's time to go. But you know the DJ.
My booty call has texted me.
They still be turning up, right? And you in the club like, I'm leaving when the DJ leaves.
Like halfway spilling your drink and shit. I'ma leave when he
And you don't leave until the DJ literally cuts his shit off.
Literally turn the lights on. And even still, people just be sitting there just jamming with no music, just like with eyes closed.
Look, security gotta get them to leave.
Right, man, for real. Like, that's so crazy. I'm gonna edit this part out.
Okay.
No, you good. You good. We're at 53 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
I know, right? I told you, like, once the drink, that's why I said I want to incorporate drinking, because it's like you just.
I'm over here like.
Because you're naturally talking at this point.
Yeah.
But
yeah, how many times have you been at the club?
It's time to fucking go.
It's time to fucking go. They done announced it 3 times. Like, all right, y'all.
The bar is closed.
The bar is closed. Ain't no food being served. It's time to go. The DJ still spinning, and you in there like, you know what? I'm gonna leave when the DJ get up out of here. Then the DJ cut his shit off, and you still over there on the dance floor like, oh, man.
Right. No music is playing.
No music is playing.
You know what's funny? When they do last call for the bar, I get my last drink. Even if I have a full glass, I get my last drink to give the bartender their last money. And then after I drink the one that I need to drink, and I semi-drink the second one that I just bought, I leave like after that. Because it's like,
yeah, I don't ever want to be the last person in the club.
Like, this is the thing. Once you hear last call, you know it's gonna be about an hour left.
Yes.
It's like, I don't want to leave when everybody else is leaving.
Look, you don't want to. One thing about me though, I don't be caring when they cut the lights on, but some people don't want to be there when they cut the lights on, cause
you'll see some shit.
You see some stuff that you didn't think, like, oh damn, they look like that. It was dark as hell in there. Now there has been like maybe 1 or 2 times where I have stayed literally until the DJ left because I was drunk as hell, and I was like, you know what, I'm feeling this.
I was fucking a DJ.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to wait. I had to wait. So technically,
so you was up there like.
I was up in there just like,
whatever you in, baby.
You did last call. Okay.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm drunk and shit. And I'm ready to get my shit beat the fuck out.
Before 3 a.m. Before 3 a.m.
Before 3 a.m. Never.
God.
Never.
Man, for real. This is college days, guys. I'm a grown-ass woman now. This is college days, okay?
See,
I'm not waiting for a DJ.
I fucked up in college, y'all, because I was in a whole relationship, so I didn't get to experience any of that.
That's why you were barely out. That's why I barely saw your Tulu.
Yeah.
Because your ass was in a fucking relationship.
I was booed up.
Like, when I would see her,
room.
Listen, when I would see her, it would be in passing. Literally. Like, we didn't start getting close until after we both graduated, because she was booed the fuck up.
Let me tell y'all, look, if you in college, do not get in a relationship. I'm telling y'all.
Don't tell me that. Or at least if they wait. Okay. If you're in college and you get into a relationship, if you get into a relationship in college, wait till your junior or senior year.
Yes, that's
when you know yourself. You know a little bit about yourself.
That's it.
And you know where you want to be after you graduate.
That's it.
That's different. But freshman and sophomore year, you need to be a hoe.
You need to be lit.
You need to be a hoe.
Be lit.
Lit.
Look, I ain't get to do that.
Listen,
and I be so jealous of my friends be telling, like her, when they be telling me their stories about how they was all out here wilding out and shit, and I'm in a relationship. And guess what? Peep this.
I was a hoe.
He was cheating on me the whole time. The whole time.
He was out here. You was dating somebody at Tugulu?
Yes, I was dating somebody at Tugulu. And I ain't going to say his name. But I was dating somebody at Tugulu.
Damn, that sucks.
And yeah, and I think the whole campus knew too. I was in the whole love triangle. Like, the whole campus knew, because our campus wasn't that big.
Our campus is this fucking... No, our campus is what? This big. Literally, this big.
Yeah, I was in a love triangle. Yes, I was stupid. I was dealing with somebody that was dealing with somebody else, and we was just, like, literally fighting over this nigga. And now look at me. Me and him not together. He engaged to somebody else right now, and I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them. But at that time... I'm tipsy. No salt, for real. No salt. I'm really happy. No, I'm really happy for him. Seriously.
No, seriously though. Like,
but I regret. I literally wish that I had really just lived my life while I was in college. Because let me tell you,
dick will make you stay in a relationship.
Them 4 years at Tugla was the best 4 years of my life.
Listen, no, HBCU.
Listen. The best 4 years of my life.
College. People sleep on Tugla College.
They do. We was lit. Okay. Lit. And even though we didn't have a
football team.
Listen.
We had basketball,
tennis. We had basketball and baseball
and tennis. I played tennis.
Okay, and we wasn't worried about sports. We was academic anyway. But
we were smart as shit.
We was at all the other campuses. We was at Jackson State. We was at Grambling. We was at Mississippi Valley State. You couldn't tell it like. We was at Alcorn. We was lit. Okay.
Mississippi State. We was at Oxford. All that.
He's so sleepy.
He's so sleepy. I don't understand why kids just don't go to sleep. Like, kids will be crying in the midst of crying and just be fucking set with themselves because they're so sleepy. Just lay down and go to sleep. Go to sleep. Like, just lay down. Like, I literally put him in the bed, put his cover on top of him, and he was like, "Oh, okay,
come out here and do this."
Yeah.
This is the life of having kids. Don't have no kids until you're ready.
Until
you're married. Okay.
Honestly, you know what? It's not even when you're married, because even when you're married, you're not ready.
Yeah.
When you're ready, have them.
But you know what I noticed? God always gives us things when we not ready.
You go get ready. Because I did not think twins were in my fucking... Listen. I literally looked at the doctor and said, "You said what, nigga? You said I have what swimming around in what? Uterus? What's that?"
My child is 1, by the way, if anybody's just wondering.
Yeah, he's 1. So, like, we already knew this was going to happen. We were already prepared. Yeah. Like I said, before I start filming, I always talk to people. But, yeah, I might even film it. Y'all probably going to see me with the twins one day. But this is the thing about soaring through life, going back to the book. Like, everything that we just said, you can just lump it into, just do what's best for you. And I feel like that's what the book is ultimately about. It's finding out. Yes. Finding out what's best for you.
What was that about?
I don't know. All I know is a type of change happened.
I'm tipsy.
As fuck.
But yeah, I don't even remember what we was talking about. But yes. Really, in a nutshell.
But I think we were talking about life and how we can soar through life. And that it's basically about you and how you soar. Yes. And what soaring means to you, not what soaring means to everybody else.
Yes, because like I said earlier, people will definitely try to talk you out of your dreams and your goals. It's common, and I found that it's in a lot of people that are fearful because they want to do the same thing. They want to have aspirations and things like that, and they're scared. And like I said, with anything, there's a risk. It's a risk with anything.
You know what's funny? I think people, because I know with me, even like starting my channel, it's like I was scared of what success was. Like what my true success means to me is scary because it means I want a lot.
Yes.
Like I want substantial shit to the point where I can put my friends on. Right. To the point where like it's like if my friend comes to me, like let's say you come to me and you're like, "Hey, I really want to branch out my lingerie," and I'm like, "Okay, well I got enough money to open a store for you."
What was that celebrity that gave $1 million to each of his friends? I can't remember what his name was.
Because it wasn't P Diddy. P Diddy gave $1 million to his mama.
Yeah, it was one celebrity that they were just talking
And that's what I
about.
would love to do,
And
though.
me too. And you know, one thing I've always also wanted to do is start like a nonprofit.
I want to start a
Especially
scholarship
for
in my
either
name.
single moms or felons. That's been like the main thing that's been on my mind. But there are a lot of you out there who have things inside of them.
What do you mean you? Oh, you're talking about like me personally?
Viewers, your viewers.
Oh, viewers. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
She tipsy.
I'm tipsy as fuck. I don't know where she was going with this.
I'm just saying, I know there are people who have things inside of them and they're so scared to start.
And just start.
And it's like,
just do
I
it.
just be trying to really, really drill in people's minds that it's never easy. Like, Steve Jobs, all these people that are successful, they took a leap on faith.
Not even successful. They're just there. I feel like
and maybe they were lucky.
We have to start talking about that. Like there's success and then there's just there. Like Tyler Perry is a black man that's just there.
And he was homeless.
I mean, in his car.
He was homeless
and he owns real estate. Half of it. I've driven past it. Listen, this nigga, it is dog. I don't know what to say about it. Like this nigga owns half of Atlanta real estate type shit. Like
literally. Have you seen his studio?
I drove past it and I was.
His studio looks like. Y'all gotta see his studio. I can't even talk.
Like when COVID's over, I want to take the tour.
I want to take the tour.
Like
too.
because the reason why I want to take the tour.
It's so beautiful.
Listen, the reason why I want to take the tour is because it's like somebody like me owns this. Somebody who looks like me owns this. Right. So that's why it's like, why can't I do the same fucking thing?
You can.
Like I can own.
Why not?
Like think about it. Do you know who Kev on Stage is? So Kev on Stage, he moved from Washington and moved to LA to start his like comedy dream, you know. And he has a wife and he has 2 kids. And it's only been like 4 or 5 years. Literally, not even 5, I don't think. And he owns his own sound stage, his own like he owns a studio.
But this is the thing though.
It's crazy.
You said 4 or 5 years. That's why we wanted to get into people's minds.
Bro, like it takes time.
It really does.
You gonna have your hiccups. You gonna have your hiccups. You gonna have your moments where
you gonna have days where you like, you know what? I'm gonna get a fucking job. Fuck this shit.
And you gotta get the job.
And you got to because you got bills to pay. But I just want people to realize. But you can
still keep going with your dream.
Listen, I do music. I sell lingerie. I own a daycare, and it's hard. You think about like I only have 24 hours in a day. Right. It's barely enough time. I literally sacrifice sleep sometimes. It's never going to be easy, but you have to go for what you want. If you want it bad enough, you're going to get it. You're going to go there. You're going to get it. You're going to get it by any means. And then we get to some points where we're at our low. Yes. And I remember being to that point, and I literally, with a college degree and everything, I said, I'm gonna go get me a job. I don't care where it's at. I don't care where it's at. I'm gonna just go get me a job because I need some income. I went to Taco Bell. I became a manager.
I'm gonna tell you something
at Taco Bell because I was at my lowest point. No income.
But she knew she had to pay.
I knew I had bills.
That means pride gets pushed to the side.
I didn't have a child yet, but I had bills.
Yes.
Bills.
Add up.
I was on the... I'm not even going to say I was on the verge of being homeless because my family is always there. But, you know, it's always... You always think, like, I'm grown. I'm supposed to be independent. Like, I'm supposed to be doing this by myself. I shouldn't be having to go back to mom and dad. But I was at that point. So I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my money back up. To get back to a point to where I'm not struggling, I'm not having to ask for money. And when you get to that point, that's how you got to be with your dreams. You got to be like, look, by any means necessary.
This shit's going to happen.
It's going to happen by any means.
You have to fight for it. You got
to soar, like the book says.
Yes, you have to soar.
You got to soar, like the book says.
Literally.
And that's
I think that's it. I think that's all we need to say about the book.
I can't wait to read this book.
Yeah,
because like just talking about this right now is just like fueling me more.
Yeah,
it's fueling me more.
Like I
But
feel. Yeah.
let me tell y'all a story. Not even a story, but just something short.
Story time.
In 2018, the end of 2018, I found out I was pregnant. Mm-hmm. My son's father decided that he didn't want to be involved in his life.
Which is okay sometimes.
Okay.
It's okay. Because she's not bitter at all. I can tell you that right now.
All.
She's not a bitter baby mama. I'm not a bitter baby mama.
I'm actually kind of happy. Because I get to have him all to myself. I get to claim my taxes.
Bruh, me and the twins dad do month to month. Until they go to school. He's a great father. He wasn't the best partner for me. But he's a great fucking father, and I can never shit on him.
I wish I even had that. I don't even have that. Like my son doesn't even know who his father is. He sees him maybe once a year. He tries to come back around and act like he's so curious. And that's okay. That's okay though. And it's okay. But I just want people to know, like, people like me, there is struggle. Right? Yeah. So 2018, I found out I was pregnant. I found out that my son's father didn't want to be involved. I know y'all probably think like, okay, well, why didn't you get an abortion, or why didn't you put him up for adoption, or why did you decide to go through with it? First of all, I don't believe in abortion, so that's
our personal opinion.
Belief. That's okay. My personal belief. It's okay. I don't view people who do seek abortion as an option as any different, because I know there are circumstances.
I found out I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant with twins at an abortion clinic because I was gonna get rid of the twins. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, and I know that because I think about people that have been raised.
But that's my story.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? So I know that abortion can be a great option, because
for
having
certain
a child
people, it's not what you think it is.
Being a single mom,
it's not what you think it is.
But one other thing is I couldn't even have an abortion if I wanted to, because when I found that I was pregnant, I was already 5 months. I know y'all probably like, how the fuck?
Your first pregnancy is weird.
Yeah, it was
first pregnancy is weird. Like,
first of all, look, I have irregular cycles, so
I do too. That's why I didn't know.
It didn't even dawn on me that maybe I could be pregnant. I didn't have any symptoms.
I was like, oh, I didn't have a period for 3 weeks.
Right.
I mean for 3 months.
3 months.
It's cool.
That's normal. That's normal for people who have irregular periods. Yep. So, I didn't think anything of it, and I didn't have any other irregular symptoms. Like I said, I worked at Taco Bell at this point, so I figured my tiredness was because I was a manager at Taco Bell, and I was covering so many roles. Like, I was a manager, I was in the drive-thru, I was doing all these different things. So, me being very tired, it didn't alarm me. I didn't throw up or anything. But
you know what? I didn't have morning sickness either.
I didn't have morning sickness. I really didn't.
I didn't have none at all.
Any. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was 5 months. And at this point, I was living with my parents. I didn't have a car. My car had just gotten repossessed. It was a car that...
you was going through life.
That's another story.
You was going through life.
Look, the car was a car that I had bought from my ex-fiance, that he stopped paying the bill because he was mad because we weren't together anymore. So it got repossessed. I'm just giving y'all some transparency.
Wait a minute now.
So look, I was going through all of this.
We robbed this bitch.
I had no car. I just found out I was pregnant, that I wasn't going to have any help. Of course, my parents were there, but they can only do so much.
Right, yeah.
I lived with my parents. I worked at Taco Bell as a manager.
In Mississippi at that, right?
Right. And I was in Mississippi. Well, I was in Georgia, but I literally decided, because the cost of living in Georgia is way higher than it is in Mississippi.
It is.
So I made the decision, because I was also just being transparent to let you know that you can still succeed and you can still achieve your dreams and do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't let anything deter you. This is me being transparent right now.
Yeah.
My parents were fighting a court case with the feds that my father is actually doing time for right now. So I was dealing with all of these things while being pregnant. So I decided, I'm going to go back to Mississippi. I'm going to be around family and try to get my life together, because right now my life is in shambles. I don't have a car. I don't have anything. I'm just working at Taco Bell and living life. And I just found out I'm pregnant, and my baby daddy's not even going to be around. So I went to Mississippi. I got a job as basically a loan officer at a title loan company. I was only making about $11 an hour. And
with a college degree at that.
With a college degree. I was making 11. Really?
Let's make that be clear.
Right. Let's be clear. A college degree in economics, right? Honor student. graduated honors.
She was
at
smart
an
as shit,
illustrious
y'all, for real.
college. Okay.
Illustrious.
I went back to Mississippi. I packed up all my stuff. I got a job. I ended up getting on government support. I was on this program called TANF, and they pay for your child care and things like that. So they helped me pay my child care when I ended up having Legend. I got a low income apartment, and I just basically thugged it out, right? So I decided like this. I sat back in my apartment and I was like, this is not the life that I want to live, and I want to give my son something to be proud of, and I want him to have a good life. I don't want him to be struggling and see a struggling mom, because normally with black families, that's what leads black men to the streets, because they're like,
struggling mom. I gotta help my mom.
I gotta take care of mom. You know
I gotta get mom a house. I gotta get mom this. I gotta
by any means. So they'll start selling dope. They'll start doing whatever it takes. They'll go to the streets and hide it from you. So I was like, I don't want my son to be one of those.
Right.
So I had already had Lace Addicts started. When I started Lace Addicts, I didn't know I was pregnant at the time when I started Lace Addicts. So I kind of put it on the back burner. Right. Okay. So when I moved to Mississippi, a few months, probably maybe 5 months later, COVID hit. Right.
That's right.
COVID hit. So, because this was at the end of 2018. And I moved to Mississippi the middle of 2019. So when COVID hit, Legend was already one. And I was able to get unemployment because his daycare shut down. Oh. So I took the unemployment money and I invested it into Lace Addicts.
That's smart.
Big risk. Big risk. I mean, because I could have just took that money, saved
and
it,
ran with it,
and splurged and did all this other stuff that other people were doing. I invested it. And I know, that's what I'm saying. I know it's scary to like venture out and be like, you know what, I have this dream. You gotta soar though. But you gotta soar. You gotta either be like, look, either I'm gonna invest it or I'm gonna spend it all.
Or no, you spend it all. It's like this too. Like, how are you gonna soar if you don't even know how to? If you don't even attempt to fly?
Exactly.
Like you have to attempt to fly.
You have to attempt.
You have to attempt.
And when I did that, like I told y'all, quarantine, my sales was like through the roof.
A lot of people was like that.
The roof. Yeah. People were buying left to right, to the point to where I had to get someone to help me with my books. I was like, Mom, like these sales are insane. Yes. People are really in quarantine.
Because I know I've told some people about your shit.
Yes.
So you probably got some people from me.
I had, and that's another thing. My business took off during a pandemic. This drink really is good. It's good, ain't it? My business took off during a pandemic.
I'm sorry, I couldn't say that out loud.
You did. My business took off in a pandemic. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself.
Oh my God.
Don't limit
yourself. I have limited myself so much.
Don't think like, like it can't happen, because it can. Because now
why can't it happen to you?
Right.
People have to start realizing that, like, it can happen to you.
It can happen.
Like, why not?
My life changed.
Why not you?
Look, I wish she could show you like a view of the apartment that I'm living in now. Because back then I was living in a low income apartment, like I just said. Right now, I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. Literally my own boss.
On both streams of income, she's her own boss.
My own boss. I'm back in Georgia, by the way. I live in a nice condo.
It's very nice, actually.
Nice.
I enjoy it
because I took the risk. And of course, every time you take a risk, it may not take off. But if you remain consistent, I stayed consistent with Lace Addicts. I started posting myself in the product.
She did.
Posting myself.
I did. You did. And I was like, she's really posting herself in these panties.
A lot. And I'm very self-conscious, right? And I don't like posting my body because I'm still on the search for a husband. So it's like, I didn't want my future husband to be like, oh God, she out here with all this lingerie stuff. But I realized, and my dad even told me the same thing, like, the right man is gonna understand your hustle.
Yes.
Like,
that's a big one.
The right man is gonna
understand the hustle.
You gotta listen.
Like with these females with OnlyFans, right? The right man is going to understand your hustle. He gonna
That's what
understand your
pays the
hustle.
bills.
Just like the right woman gonna understand a man's hustle.
Exactly. Because when I was posting them stock photos that the vendors was giving me, nobody was biting off of that. But when I started posting myself, them sales went up.
Because this is the thing. People want a real visual of a real
what
body.
Look like,
of a real body.
Like. Because the stock photos that they have are women that have had surgeries. Their body is perfect.
Like, you know what's funny? When I bought the blue outfit off your website, I went and saw the picture on the website, and I went and saw you in it. And I was like, I'm in between both of those. I'm going to get this shit.
And try it out. And
yes!
all of my customers are like, I'm so glad that you posted yourself because it gives me like a real visual of what I could possibly look like. And they're like, it looks so good on me.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Put yourself out there.
Don't be scared.
For the right thing.
For the right reason. And you don't even, she can tell you too. I don't post like my boobies don't be all out and my booty don't be all out. It's like, just it's just lingerie. So it's like I try to still post classy.
Like you post.
I still try to post photos that are still appealing but not overly sexy to the point where I'm like,
where it
looks like
so people
she's
can
taking
see. Like I feel like you post shit that it shows the outfit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I try to do.
Like you show like you literally show the outfit. Like you might turn around, you might be to the side, but it just shows the fucking outfit.
And then the ones that are like really lacy and really revealing, I don't even show my face. I kind of just cut my face off and just show the body. The body, because I don't want it to be like over sexualized. And we gotta get out of that. As a culture, as a people,
we can be sexy.
Like
guys.
we can be. It's okay to be sexy.
It's okay.
It's okay to be sexy.
We're 20. It's 2021.
The right man, like my daddy said, is gonna love you and understand that this is not to seek attention. This is for my hustle. This is me hustling. This is me hustling. Facts. In a nutshell. Cause I was like, I went to my dad and I was like, Dad, like, do you think this is too much? Cause I used to be afraid to post my pictures. I used to be like, I don't want people to think like she out there, basically. Yeah.
But this is
my
your
dad
business.
was like, look,
your
this
business,
is a business.
Business is
I
different
can
from
see
leisure.
if you was like posting it and being like, hey, you know, the caption that you posted.
You gotta think about this. Business is different from leisure. Like when it like Lori Harvey, who I have on right now, I'm not even gonna lie, top and bottom is from Lori Harvey. She modeled for her own shit. Plus, she had other models. So it's like, if I can't show you how I look in it, why should you even buy it?
Exactly.
If I'm not comfortable in my own, this is the thing. If I'm not comfortable in my own shit,
right?
Why would I want you to be comfortable in my shit? Literally.
Exactly.
All right, we're just gonna be soaring. That's what we're gonna be doing.
We soaring around here. Are you soaring? Look, she's supposed to be asking that, but I'm asking that because I really be wanting to people to really get to a point to where they're living their purpose. Because I honestly, seriously, life is too short to not be happy. Period. Life is too short to just be out here just existing and not living.
Nigga.
Existing and not actually living the life that you're supposed to be living. God put all these riches and goals and places for us to travel to. And you mean to tell me I can't even get PTO when I want to go travel where I want to?
To post my lingerie pictures for my business in Miami? The fuck is wrong with you? I need this Saturday and Sunday off, bitch.
We need to be fulfilling our purpose and being happy. Because at the end of the day, if you die tomorrow, guess what? They're going to replace your ass. You're just a number. So, I mean, there's some bosses out there who care like me. But
it's what's 1%.
You gotta be happy. That's all I be preaching. Happiness. Right. Fulfillment.
I think we good. I think the people get it now. I think.
Let's see the tricks that y'all gotta try. Look, I don't know if y'all saw her making it, but you never tried a white Russian before. Listen,
you know how to make it now.
We up in here tipsy as hell.
I
wish I had a man right now.
Let me see. I put a whole shot. So is this a double shot or one shot? Would you consider?
Don't give me a line. That was a gift.
So I think this is
I think
like
that's a double shot.
you think it's double. Okay, so this
Because
is
it's so white.
it is wide. Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll say we put a double shot of vodka, and then I think I put about a shot of the liqueur in here, and then I put about a half a shot or a quarter of a shot of the half and half in here. But
a quarter of a shot.
But this is the thing though. It's like you make it to your preference.
Yes.
And I know that you
because
and
I'm
I
glad you just said that because I don't know how to make these. So I want to know.
But now you do. Now you know how to make it.
I'm gonna be up in here fucked up by myself.
Because
in my lingerie.
Right.
By myself.
Right. So I think this is a good page of the chapter of my series.
And she's gonna come back